Okay, I'm back. Anyway, this one is about. Hold on, I lost my thought. This one is about. Oh, this one is about. They keep saying, why are we making new laws? Okay, why are we making putting in laws to accommodate homosexuality? That's all right. This one I'm not gonna joke around, okay? But why are I just joke around sometimes. I wasn't you know I was just trying to say, like, hey, there's no, we're making all these laws and doing all these things to to accommodate a homosexual lifestyle. I mean, homosexuals can't reproduce unless they do something heterosexual. Unless they do something heterosexual, they cannot. There's no country of homosexual sexuality for a reason. They have to overtake a country or convert a country in order to exist, and it can't exist without heterosexuality. So I have said this before, and I know it sounds mean, but it is parasitic to heterosexuality. There's no homosexuality without heterosexuals. Okay, so it's a subset. It is totally dependent. Now, you can't tell me I'm wrong because it's true. If you don't have sex with each other, if you abide by your own rules, and so what I'm saying is that homosexuals is only homosexuality when it's convenient. When it's convenient. It's like, okay, all right, you're homosexual, right? Yes, we're homosexual. Okay, but we want to have kids. I'm like, wait a minute, how are you gonna have kids when two females can't reproduce together? Well, we don't want to really be homosexual on that day, but we'll just switch. Oh, well then that's okay to be heterosexual then, I'm like, okay, well, you're homosexual and you hate men. No, but we hate men, but we like their sperm. But sperm is okay. you know? you know, it's it almost makes you feel like the Matrix, right? It's like, they're okay as long as we store them. We store them up like vampires. That's the true vampires, right? It's like, women are going to have some men's stash in their basement, and they're only going to be good for sperm. So when they need to reproduce, they go up to the sperm refrigerator and yank on it. It just needs a sperm. Wait a minute. Okay. Anyway, I'm just saying, they're gonna have these refrigerators where they're gonna store the heterosexual women. I mean, really. That's you ever seen the land of where Wonder Woman is from? She comes up with the sperm. It's like they on the Amazon country. There is an Amazon country with only women there, and what they do is they lure. They use mermaids to sing the men in from the ships. The men would be passing by on ships, and so they had the mermaid women, and they would sing, and they lured the men in, and then they crash against the rocks, and then the Amazon women would come and with their spears, and they would take the men, and then they would just like use the men and just like breed them, and then they have like the vampire women come, and they would suck them from their sperm. I'm just joking. Come on. Is that bad? Is that bad? Is that being hateful? I don't want to do that. I'm, Anyway, what I'm saying is like, it's only homosexuality when it's convenient. So why are we making, we're making in laws that, that, you know, why can't heterosexuals make a law is like, okay, you could be homosexual and we could be heterosexual, but you can't have our sperm. You can be all the homosexual you want, but you're not allowed to go to the sperm bank. I'm just saying, if you're going to be homosexual, then stick by the homosexual rules, It's only homosexuality, it's only homosexuality when it's convenient for them. So, like, when they want children or something like that, or when they want to adopt, if we're enabling them adoption, we're creating all this enabling technology. What I'm just saying is, I did that Bible parable, and really, I don't hate it. I'm trying to, just the logic of it. I'm just dealing with the logic of it. I did the, oh darn, I hope I didn't break my wake up here. The logic of saying, when you have this Bible parable that talks about a tree that is fruitless and it has no fruit on the tree, and that it actually is that it drains the resources, and so the reason why they don't continue to labor on the tree is because that it doesn't create any it takes away from the resources of those trees that are fruitful. And so that's my only thing is like, we're making into laws that goes against the natural lifestyle of homosexuality. Homosexuality, okay, well then make your own children. It's not, how do you go, okay, you're at the adoption agency, and you're like, well, I'm homosexual, but I want children, because we're infertile. So basically, so the guy says, okay, so you want to adopt because you have children. Okay, so you're infertile. You're incapable of having children. And they say, no, we can have children. We just don't want to. We just don't want to have heterosex. We just don't want to have sex. Like, well, you can't have children if you don't have sex. Well, yeah. Well, we have sex, but not just the kind that makes children. So wait a minute. Let me get this understand. Let me try to understand this. Okay. You're infertile because you don't have sex. No, we do have sex. Okay. You're infertile, you have sex, but it doesn't make babies. Right. Okay, well, but I said, so you're incapable of having children. Well, I'm capable of having one. But I just don't do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's just really flip-flopping. And to make these laws, you have to really flip-flop and walk through these loopholes. You have to do it not the right way. To make these laws. So that's my problem with it. It's like, okay, there should be some other laws that are put into place. Like, okay, if you're going to be homosexual, then you should at least try to have your own, you should at least, if you're homosexual and you don't like heterosex, then why are you going after, homosexuals? All right, I told that joke. I'm just talking off the top of my head, but really, a lot of it just don't make sense, And so, all right. So if you're at the adoption agency and you're homosexual, okay. Is it so? It's okay for you to have, it's okay for you to have a child, but you don't want to have sex, so you want to have sperm. So can they just hand you a bottle and say, okay, you know, here, have your own kids, you know, you know, do you literally, like, what decides, you know, or is that optional? That's all up in the air too, you know. Anyway, is there any regulations to this, you know? It's just like, you know. Anyway, you go on and on and on with all this. Anyway, you get the point. God bless you all. Love you all. I was trying to think of something good to say before I go. You know, is mentoring an option? You know, if you're humanitarian. You know, if homosexuals aren't so humanitarian. You know, it's just a lot of really stuff that just don't jive.